Remember when everyone said AEW couldn't tell stories? Remember when everyone said AEW only had good wrestling, but no psychology? Well, fast forward to today, and somehow the exact opposite has happened. AEW listened to criticism. WWE ignored it. AEW improved their storytelling. WWE's storytelling has become almost non-existent. AEW is building tomorrow stars, while WWE keeps recycling the same names over and over again. And the craziest part, this wasn't supposed to happen. Today, we're breaking down exactly why AEW has quietly become the more creatively exciting wrestling company, why WWE's booking feels completely directionless, and why more and more wrestling fans are starting to notice. Let's get into it, man. One of the biggest problems with WWE today isn't the wrestling. It's the lack of meaningful storytelling. Every week, it feels like the same formula. Someone interrupts a promo. They argue. A match gets announced. Then they wrestle. Next week, repeat. Where are the long-term characters arcs? Where are the unexpected twists? Where are the layered rivalries that actually make fans emotionally invested? It feels like WWE has become obsessed with filling television time instead of creating memorable television. You can watch 3 hours of Raw and sometimes feel like almost nothing important actually happened. Meanwhile, AEW has been doing something completely different. Instead of rushing every feud, they're allowing stories to breathe. Characters evolve. Relationships change. People remember what happened months ago. The audience gets rewarded for paying attention. That's what good storytelling is supposed to be. One thing that deserves credit is this. AEW didn't pretend everything was perfect. Fans criticized the company for years. People complained about storytelling. People wanted more promos. People wanted better pacing. People wanted more character development. Instead of pretending the criticism didn't exist, AEW adjusted. They added more backstage segments, more interviews, more video packages, more story progression. That's what companies are supposed to do. Listen, adapt, improve. Now compare that with WWE. Whenever fans criticize repetitive booking, predictable finishes, or questionable creative decisions, the message often feels like, we know better. But here's the thing. Fans are the only ones buying tickets. Fans are the ones watching television. Fans are the reason wrestling exists. Ignoring feedback rarely makes a product better. Improving because of criticism usually does. Another huge difference is how each company treats younger wrestlers. Look at WWE. How many younger stars genuinely feel like the future? Not just appearing on television, actually moving upward. Too often, talented wrestlers disappear for weeks. They lose momentum. They get placed into random feuds, or they simply wait backstage until creative has something for them. Momentum dies quickly. Meanwhile, veteran stars continue receiving the biggest opportunities. AEW has veterans too, but many of those veterans are clearly helping establish the next generation. Younger wrestlers are trusted with major matches, major victories, major storylines. They aren't just filling television time. They're becoming stars. That's how you build for the future, not by waiting until your veterans retire, but by creating tomorrow's stars today. Now let's talk about the wrestling itself, because this may be AEW's biggest strength right now. Bell to bell, AEW is delivering some incredible matches. The pacing, the athleticism, the creativity, the variety of wrestling styles. It's arguably better than it's ever been. Every episode feels like someone is trying to steal the show. Meanwhile, WWE has certainly produced great matches too, but fans also noticed matches ending with awkward timing, visible mistakes, and moments that don't always land as intended. No company is perfect. Mistakes happen everywhere, but many fans feel AEW's current in-ring product has been more consistently exciting. When wrestling is your biggest selling point, consistency matters. Another reason many wrestlers seem to thrive in AEW is creative freedom. They aren't forced to sound exactly alike. Different personalities feel different. Different promos, different attitudes, different presentation. That's important because real people don't all speak the same. Sometimes WWE promos feel overly scripted. You can almost hear the corporate language. Every sound polished, but not necessarily authentic. Authenticity connects. Fans know when somebody truly believes what they're saying, and when wrestlers have more room to express themselves. Those moments often become the most memorable. This isn't about saying WWE can't improve. Of course they can. They've done it before. The point is, competition makes wrestling better. AEW improving forces WWE to improve. WWE improving forces AEW to improve. That's exactly what fans should want. But right now, AEW feels hungry. They feel motivated. They feel like they're constantly trying to earn the audience every single week. That's a dangerous company to compete against. The biggest lesson here is simple. The company willing to learn usually wins. AEW faced criticism. They adapted. They improved. Many fans now feel like the storytelling is stronger, the wrestling is better, and younger talent has clearer opportunities. WWE still has incredible wrestlers, an enormous audience, and all the resources in the world. But none of that matters if creative becomes predictable. Because wrestling has never been about having the biggest budget, it's about making fans care. But what do you guys think? Has AEW become the more creative wrestling company? Is WWE relying too much on the same formula? Or do you think WWE is still telling the better stories? Sound it off in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more wrestling analysis. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.